In the stillness, there is a voice that calls to you. It is the quiet murmur of the universe, the whisper of the winds, the soft murmur of the earth beneath your feet. It is the voice that speaks not in words, but in silence. This is the sacred space where all things are born and where true prosperity is found, not in the noise of the world, but in the stillness within. As you listen, let your mind be still, your heart open, and your spirit ready to receive. You are about to embark on a journey into the secret realm of silent abundance, where all wealth, all purpose, all transformation begins in quiet, unseen places. In this space, there are no distractions, no demands, no wish only, the timeless, peaceful rhythm of divine timing. Let the world fade away. Let the clutter of thought dissolve. Here, you are free to simply be, to be in the presence of your own soul, your own truth, and the unseen forces that bring forth all things. In this space, the abundance you seek is already waiting for you, ready to flow into your life, like a river that has always been there, silently carving its path through the earth. You need not strive, you need not struggle. All that is required of you is silence. Silence of the mind, silence of the heart, silence of the spirit. In this silence, all things are revealed. Prosperity is born in this silence. It grows in this silence, and it multiplies in the sacred quiet of your being. Now, take a deep breath. Let the air fill your lungs, and with it, invite the silence. Let this moment mark the beginning of your journey into the realm of silent abundance. Trust that you are held by the unseen forces of the universe, and know that everything you need is already here, waiting for you in the silence. May this journey be one of peace. May it bring you to the stillness that is your true nature. And may you remember, always, that all true abundance begins, grows, and multiplies in silence. Chapter 1. The Seed of Silence. Core Principle. The Power of Silence. In the beginning, there is silence. Before the world took form, before the first sound was heard, there was stillness and emptiness filled with infinite possibility. From this sacred silence, all things emerge. It is in this silence that true prosperity takes root. In this chapter, you will learn that silence is not merely the absence of sound, but the fertile ground where all abundance is born. The quiet space within you is the sacred womb where prosperity takes form, waiting to be nurtured and grown. When you create space for silence, you are opening the door to the infinite potential that exists just beyond your awareness. It is in this quiet that your desires, your wealth, and your true purpose can come into alignment with the universe. Your transformation begins here. By learning to cultivate silence in your life, you begin to align yourself with the natural flow of abundance. The silence you seek is not a mere retreat from the world, but a powerful act of creation. It is the seed, and it is also the soil. It is both the source and the sustenance of all that you will manifest. In the quiet of this moment, you begin to understand that prosperity is not something you chase, it is something you allow. To begin this journey, you are invited to perform a simple yet profound ritual, the ritual of stillness. Find a quiet space. Choose a place where you will not be disturbed. It could be a corner of your room, a spot in nature, or even a chair by a window. The key is to create an environment of peace and solitude. Sit comfortably. Sit in a comfortable position with your back straight. Rest your hands on your lap, palms facing upwards in an open, receiving posture. Close your eyes gently and begin to take slow, deep breaths. Focus on the silence. As you inhale, feel the air filling your lungs. As you exhale, release any tension or thought that is not of this moment. Allow yourself to settle into the silence around you, knowing that it is in this space that all things are possible. Embrace the quiet. Let your mind quieten, not by forcing it, but by simply allowing it to rest. Thoughts may come and go, but with each exhalation, you let them drift away like leaves carried by the wind. Invite the seed of abundance. In this stillness, allow a quiet thought to form in your mind. It may be a vision of the prosperity you seek, a feeling of peace and fulfillment, or simply the desire to be in harmony with the universe. Know that this is the seed that will take root in the fertile silence you have created. Sit in silence for 5 to 10 minutes. Remain in this state of quiet receptivity for as long as you feel comfortable. If your mind wanders, gently return to your breath, and once again, rest in the silence. The key is not to try to force anything, but to allow the silence to deepen naturally. End with gratitude. When you feel the time has come to end the practice, slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Take a deep breath and thank the silence for the space it has given you. Know that the seed you have planted is now ready to grow. Reflection. This practice is simple, but its effects are profound. When you give yourself permission to rest in the silence, you are aligning with the natural rhythm of the universe. Prosperity is not something you must force or chase it. It's something that grows when you create the space for it to unfold. In this quiet, you tap into a deep well of abundance, and it is here that you will learn the true power of silent manifestation. Chapter 2. The Mirror of the Soul. Core Principle. Mirror work. In the quiet of your being, you begin to see the truth of yourself. This chapter introduces the profound practice of mirror work, an ancient and sacred method of reflection that helps you align with the abundance you seek. The mirror is not simply a tool of vanity, but a sacred vessel that reveals to you the hidden realms within. When you look into the mirror, what do you see? Most often, we look and see only the surface, the body, the face, the physical form. But beneath the surface lies a deeper truth. The mirror, when used in reverence and silence, becomes a portal to the soul. It reflects not only your outer appearance, but the energy and beliefs you hold about yourself. It reveals the state of your inner world, for your external world is but a reflection of what lies within. In this chapter, you will learn how to use the mirror as a tool for transformation. By gazing into it with reverence and stillness, you will begin to see the abundance that resides within you, waiting to be acknowledged. The key to unlocking your prosperity is to first recognize your worth, your inherent value. Only when you truly see the fullness of your being will the world reflect that back to you in the form of wealth, opportunities, and purpose. Through this practice, you will experience an inner transformation, one that aligns your self-image with the energy of prosperity. The mirror will no longer be a mere object. It will be a sacred partner in your journey towards abundance. This practice is simple yet powerful. It requires no special tools, only your presence, the mirror, and your willingness to see the truth. Find a quiet space. As with the previous ritual, find a quiet space where you can be alone. Ensure you are free from distractions, as this practice requires full attention and reverence. Stand before the mirror. Stand in front of a mirror, one that reflects your face clearly. It is important that you are able to see yourself fully. Look into your eyes, not at your reflection, but at the essence of your being. Focus on your eyes. Gaze deeply into your own eyes. Do not rush or try to look away. Let your eyes meet your own gaze with gentle attention. Let yourself truly see you, the being within the body, the spirit that resides in flesh. Do not judge or criticize, but observe with reverence. Silent affirmations. Silently speak words of affirmation. These are not words of force or wishful thinking, but words of recognition and acknowledgement. As you gaze into the mirror, say to yourself, I see the abundance within me. I recognize my worth. I am deserving of all the wealth and blessings the universe has to offer. Speak these words softly and truthfully, allowing them to resonate within you. Feel the shift. As you repeat these affirmations, allow yourself to feel the energy of the words. Let them sink deep into your being. With each affirmation, feel your self-worth grow. Know that you are not speaking these words to convince yourself of something you lack, but to acknowledge the abundance that is already within. Sit in silence. After you have spoken your affirmations, sit in the silence of the moment. Continue gazing into the mirror if you wish, or simply close your eyes and reflect on the feelings you have experienced. Let these feelings of abundance and worth grow within you. End with gratitude. As you finish, bow your head gently in gratitude. Thank yourself for taking this moment to honor your soul. Know that this practice, though simple, has opened the gateway to greater prosperity in your life. Reflection. This mirror work is a sacred act of self-recognition. As you continue to gaze into the mirror, remember that the reflection you see is not just an image, is a manifestation of your internal world. When you transform the way you see yourself, the world around you will reflect that transformation. Prosperity is not something you chase. It is something you embody. The abundance you seek is not separate from you. It is within you, waiting to be recognized. This mirror, this sacred reflection, is the first step in seeing yourself as the divine being of abundance that you truly are. Chapter 3. Invisible Action. Core Principle. The Power of Subtlety. In a world that often celebrates noise, action, and visible effort, it can be difficult to understand that true prosperity does not require overt or forceful action. This chapter reveals a powerful principle. Abundance is created through invisible action, silent, subtle shifts in energy that align the seeker with the flow of the universe. The essence of invisible action is rooted in trust. It is the understanding that the work you do in the unseen realms, in silence and solitude, is just as important as any external effort. In fact, it is often more important. When you focus on inner alignment, when you work silently to create the energetic conditions for prosperity, the world will respond. Invisible action is the cultivation of an inner state that aligns with your desires. It is not about moving mountains or exerting great force. It is about surrendering to the natural flow and trusting that the universe will unfold in its own time. You cannot rush the process, but you can prepare yourself in the silence. When you are aligned energetically, your actions will flow effortlessly and powerfully, yet those actions will be far quieter than what the world expects. This principle requires a deep shift in perception. Rather than seeing effort as something external and noisy, you will learn to understand it as something internal, subtle, and profoundly powerful. The work you do in silent thoughts, visualizations, energy work is the invisible force that moves the world. To begin the practice of invisible action, you will be guided through a visualization that helps you plant the seeds of abundance in the unseen world. You are invited to work in the invisible realm, trusting that your efforts will manifest in the material world in due time. Find a sacred space. Choose a quiet place where you can be alone and undisturbed. Ensure that the environment is peaceful and free from distractions. Sit in comfort. Sit in a comfortable, relaxed position. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing yourself to release any tension or external thoughts. Focus on your breath. Begin to focus on your breath, inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Allow the breath to center you in this moment, bringing you into a state of calm awareness. Visualize the seed of abundance in your mind's eye. Imagine a small seed and emblem of your desire for prosperity. See this seed clearly in your mind, understanding that it represents the abundance you seek. Plant the seed in the invisible realm. Picture yourself planting this seed in a garden made of light. This garden exists in the unseen world, the realm of pure energy. As you place the seed in the soil, know that it is now in the care of the universe, ready to be nourished and grow. Feel the growth in silence. As the seed is planted, imagine it beginning to grow silently in the darkness. Feel the roots stretching deep into the earth, the leaves reaching upwards towards the unseen light. You cannot see the process, but you trust it is happening. The work is being done in silence, beyond your conscious awareness. Affirm your trust. While the seed grows in the silence, affirm to yourself, I trust that my prosperity is growing. I release all need for visible results and allow the universe to do its work in the unseen realms. Sit in silence. Allow yourself to sit in this quiet state for a few moments, fully trusting that the seed is growing in its own time. Feel the calm confidence that comes with knowing that your efforts are already making an impact, even if you cannot see them yet. End with gratitude. When you feel the time has come, slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Open your eyes, take a deep breath, and thank the unseen forces that are working on your behalf. Know that the energy you have invested in silence will bear fruit in ways you cannot yet imagine. Reflection. Invisible action teaches you that you do not need to see results in order for them to be real. In the silence of your practice, prosperity is already being shaped and formed. Your energy, when focused and aligned, begins the work before the world even sees it. The process may not be immediately visible, but rest assured, It is happening. In the unseen realms, your desires are taking root. When you trust this process, you begin to embody the true nature of abundance and nature that flows effortlessly and powerfully, without force or struggle. Invisible action is the quiet work that creates the space for wealth, success, and fulfillment to manifest in your life. Chapter 4. Silent Giving. Core Principle. Generosity and Secrecy. Abundance is not only about receiving, it is also about giving. However, in this sacred path of silent abundance, we are taught that true giving is not loud or public. It is performed in silence, without expectation of return, and in the sacredness of secrecy. This chapter reveals the profound spiritual law that generosity, when done quietly and without fanfare, creates a powerful, energetic shift that multiplies prosperity. Silent giving is the act of offering your resources, whether time, energy, or material wealth, without the need for recognition. It is a pure form of giving that creates space for the universe to bring more abundance into your life. When you give in silence, you are aligning with the deepest, most sacred currents of prosperity, which flow effortlessly to those who offer selflessly. The transformation that occurs through silent giving is profound. You will find that when you release your attachment to receiving acknowledgement, you open yourself up to receiving in ways that are more aligned with your highest good. This practice teaches you that abundance is not something to be hoarded. It is a force that must flow freely. When you give from a place of true inner silence, your energy is released into the world, where it can multiply. The more you offer quietly, without attachment or expectation, the more you make room for the universe to bring its blessings into your life. Generosity, in the sacred silence, transforms the giver as much as the receiver. In this practice, you will perform an act of giving without anyone knowing. You are invited to embrace the quiet power of anonymous generosity, offering without expectation, without seeking recognition. Prepare the offering. Begin by choosing what you will give. It could be a financial donation, a thoughtful gift, or even your time. The key is to offer something that has value to you, but can be given freely without any expectation of return. Find a sacred place. Create a quiet, sacred space for this practice. It could be at home, in nature, or wherever you feel connected to your higher self. Ensure you are alone, as this is a private, internal ritual. Sit in stillness, sit in silence, and connect with the intention behind your giving. Feel the act of generosity as a sacred offering, not just to others, but to the universe itself. Allow yourself to feel the deep satisfaction that comes from giving without the need for validation. Give in secrecy. Now, give your offering in a way that no one will know it came from you. You may donate anonymously, leave a gift for someone without identifying yourself, or offer your time without making it public. Whatever the form of giving, do it without the need for recognition or thanks. It is the act itself, done in silence, that carries the power. Sit in silence. After you have made your offering, return to your quiet space. Sit in stillness, fully embracing the silence that now surrounds you. Feel the energy of the gift move outward into the world, trusting that it will return to you, multiplied. End with gratitude. Close the practice with a deep breath, silently giving thanks to the universe for the opportunity to give. Trust that this quiet offering will manifest abundance in ways you cannot yet see, but in ways that are aligned with your highest good. Reflection. The practice of silent giving transforms not only your relationship with abundance, but also your understanding of wealth. When you give without attachment, you allow the universe to take the lead. You open the door for the universe to work its magic, to bring you blessings that you did not even ask for. Generosity, when performed in silence, aligns you with the natural rhythm of prosperity. In the quiet giving of your resources, you make space for the universe to fill your life with its abundant energy. There is no effort required, only the quiet release of your attachments and the trust that your offering is heard in the most sacred way. Silent giving teaches you that wealth is not about hoarding, it's about allowing it to flow, both to and from you, in perfect harmony with the universe. Chapter 5. Ritualized Solitude. Core Principle. Sacred time alone. In a world that constantly demands your attention, It is easy to forget the profound power of solitude. This chapter reveals the sacred practice of ritualized solitude, time spent in quiet, intentional separation from the distractions of the world. Solitude is not to be feared or avoided. It is a powerful tool for spiritual alignment and personal transformation. It is in these moments of stillness, away from the noise and chaos, that true abundance can be cultivated. Solitude allows you to reconnect with your inner self and align with the energies of the universe. When you embrace solitude, you create a sacred space where your mind, body, and soul can come into harmony. It is in this space that you can hear the whispers of your intuition, receive guidance from the divine, and plant the seeds of prosperity in your life. Through ritualized solitude, you learn to be with yourself in a way that is both nurturing and empowering. In this sacred time alone, you begin to discover the depths of your inner power and the infinite potential that resides within you. The practice of solitude becomes a tool for transformation, a means by which you align with your highest purpose and allow prosperity to flow freely into your life. This chapter invites you to rediscover the power of solitude, not as isolation, but as a ritual of self-reflection and spiritual renewal. In these moments of quiet, you will learn to strengthen your connection to the divine and tap into the source of all abundance. To experience the power of ritualized solitude, you will be guided through a practice that allows you to intentionally create time for yourself, away from the world's distractions, so that you can connect with your inner truth and abundance. Prepare your sacred space. Choose a quiet and comfortable space where you will not be disturbed. It could be a corner of your room, a spot in nature, or a place where you feel deeply at peace. Make sure the space feels sacred to you. You may wish to light a candle, burn incense, or place an object that holds personal significance to create a sense of ritual. Set an intention for solitude. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Set a clear intention for this time alone, whether it is to reflect, meditate, or simply be in the presence of your own soul. Let go of any expectations and simply allow yourself to be present in the moment. Disconnect from external distractions. Silence your phone, turn off the television, and remove any external distractions. This time is for you alone, and it is important to create space where you are not influenced by the outside world. Allow yourself to be fully immersed in your solitude. Embrace the silence. Begin by sitting in stillness, allowing your breath to guide you into a deeper state of peace. As you breathe in, feel the stillness fill your body. As you breathe out, release any tension, worries, or distractions. Let the silence surround you like a protective cocoon, free from the noise and demands of the world. Engage in reflection or meditation. In this sacred time, engage in a practice that helps you connect with your inner truth. You may meditate on your desires, your purpose, or the abundance you seek. Or you may choose to simply reflect on your life, observing the thoughts and feelings that arise without judgment. Trust that whatever comes up during this time is exactly what you need to release or understand. In order to step into your next phase of growth, honor the silence. After spending some time in reflection or meditation, sit quietly for a few more moments, simply honoring the silence. Allow any insights, realizations, or messages to settle into your being. Trust that the universe is speaking to you in these quiet moments, and that you are being guided toward the abundance you seek. Close the practice with gratitude. When you feel ready to end this sacred time alone, take a few deep breaths and slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Thank yourself for honoring your need for solitude, and thank the universe for the guidance and abundance that is always available in these quiet spaces. As you return to the world, carry the peace and wisdom of your solitude with you. Reflection. Ritualized solitude is a practice that reconnects you to your soul's deepest desires and purpose. In a world filled with constant noise, it is easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Through solitude, you are reminded that your greatest wealth is found within. In these quiet moments, you tap into a source of infinite potential, where you can align with your highest self and the abundant energies of the universe. The more you honor the ritual of solitude, the more you will find that it is not a retreat from life, but a return to your truest self. In this sacred time alone, You are not separate from the world. You are connected to the divine flow of prosperity. Solitude is the soil in which your deepest desires can grow, nurtured by the peace and wisdom of your inner world. Chapter 6. Sacred Timing. Core Principle. The dance with divine timing. In the quiet rhythms of the universe, there is a flow of timing that governs all things. This chapter unveils the principle of sacred timing, revealing that true prosperity is not simply a matter of doing, but of being in harmony with the timing of the universe. Abundance flows in perfect rhythm with divine timing, and when we align with this flow, prosperity manifests effortlessly. Sacred timing teaches us that there is a right moment for everything, and that moment is always guided by the unseen forces of the universe. You do not need to rush. You do not need to push. When you trust in divine timing, you surrender the need to control the outcome, and you allow life to unfold naturally. This chapter invites you to stop striving against the current and instead to learn how to move with it. Divine timing is not a waiting game, nor is it passive. It is an active practice of surrendering to the flow, of trusting that everything is happening in its own perfect time. Prosperity, just like all things in the universe, is born, grows, and flourishes in the right moment, when the conditions are aligned and the time is right. This is the essence of sacred timing: patience, trust, and alignment with the natural flow of life. Through this chapter, you will begin to understand how to recognize divine timing in your own life and how to act with quiet confidence, knowing that you are always in the right place at the right time. Sacred timing requires a deep inner knowing, a stillness that allows you to feel the subtle guidance of the universe as it leads you to your desires. To practice sacred timing, you are invited to engage in a meditation that helps you connect with the flow of the universe and the natural rhythms that govern all life. This meditation will guide you to trust that everything is unfolding in its own time and that you are part of a greater plan. Create a quiet space. Find a peaceful, undisturbed space where you can sit comfortably. This could be indoors, near a window where you can see the sky or nature, or any place where you feel connected to the natural world. Allow yourself to settle into this space, preparing for a moment of stillness and connection. Center yourself with breath. Close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a moment, and exhale fully. With each breath, release any tension in your body. As you breathe, bring your awareness to the present moment, letting go of the past and future. This is the space of stillness where sacred timing exists. Visualize the flow of time. Imagine time as a river, gently flowing around you. See the water moving with ease, carrying everything in its path toward its destination. Know that you, too, are part of this river, moving with it, not against it. Allow yourself to feel the rhythm of this flow, recognizing that your desires and your prosperity are part of the natural current. Trust the right timing. Focus on the understanding that everything will come to you at the perfect time. Whatever you seek, whether it is wealth, love, or purpose, is already on its way. It is simply waiting for the right moment to arrive. Trust that the universe knows when you are ready and that all things are unfolding according to a divine plan. Surrender the need for control. Let go of the need to control the outcome or rush the process. In this meditation, feel the relief that comes with surrender. Trust that, in this moment, everything is as it should be. You do not need to force anything. You are part of the natural flow, and the universe is working in harmony with you to bring your desires to fruition. Feel the peace of alignment. As you sit in this meditation, allow yourself to feel the peace that comes with alignment. You are where you need to be. Everything is moving as it should, and you are in perfect harmony with the flow of life. Let this peace fill you completely, knowing that your prosperity is already on its way, unfolding in the perfect time. Close the meditation with gratitude. Slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Take a deep breath, and with each exhalation, release any lingering tension or need for control. Open your eyes and, before you finish, thank the universe for guiding you in divine timing. Trust that everything you need will come to you when the time is right. Reflection. Sacred timing teaches us that the universe operates in perfect harmony and rhythm. and we are not separate from this flow. Prosperity, like all things in life, is a matter of timing. Everything comes to you when you are ready to receive it. The key is to trust this process, to release the need to control, and to allow yourself to flow with the natural rhythms of life. By practicing sacred timing, you begin to align yourself with the greater plan of the universe. The more you trust in divine timing, the more you will see how effortlessly abundance flows into your life. You are always in the right place at the right time, and when you act in alignment with the universe's flow, prosperity becomes a natural, peaceful experience. Chapter 7. Assumed Identity, Core Principle, Becoming the Vessel of Abundance. In the quiet space of your soul, you carry within you the seeds of all that you wish to manifest. However, the key to prosperity lies not only in planting these seeds, but in embodying the identity of the person who already possesses them. This chapter reveals the profound practice of assuming the identity of the person you seek to become. Prosperity is not just an external force. It begins with the internal transformation of self. To manifest abundance, you must first see yourself as the person who already embodies that abundance. This is not a game of pretending or wishful thinking, but an alignment of your inner world with your outer desires. When you assume the identity of someone who already lives in prosperity, you align yourself with the energy of that reality. In doing so, the universe begins to reflect this inner shift in your external world. By assuming the identity of the prosperous individual you desire to become, you open the door to new opportunities, new ways of thinking, and new habits that will naturally lead to your desired outcome. The universe responds to the energy you project, and when you project the energy of abundance, the world begins to reflect that abundance back to you. This chapter invites you to step into your highest self, quietly, confidently, and without doubt. You are not becoming something you are not. You are simply remembering and embodying the truth of who you are at your core. When you fully embrace this identity, prosperity is no longer something you strive for. It is simply a natural expression of who you are. In this practice, you will be guided to step into the identity of the prosperous person you wish to become. Through visualization and intention, you will embody the energy of that person, shifting your internal state and allowing the universe to reflect this transformation. Create a sacred space. Find a quiet, peaceful space where you can be alone. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself, releasing any tension and preparing to step into a space of deep connection with your true self. Visualize your future self. Imagine the person you desire to become, the version of yourself who is already living in abundance. See this version of you clearly in your mind's eye. What does this person look like? How do they carry themselves? What energy do they radiate? Notice how they walk, talk, and interact with the world. This person is calm, confident, and aligned with their desires. Allow yourself to feel the essence of this person. Feel the abundance, peace, and fulfillment that radiates from them. Step into this identity. As you visualize this future self, begin to step into their identity. Imagine yourself inhabiting their body, adopting their posture, and embodying their mindset. Feel the confidence and self-assuredness of this person. Understand that you are not merely imagining this version of you. You are becoming them in this moment. You are aligning with the energy of prosperity that this person embodied. Live in their reality. As you continue to embody this version of yourself, begin to live as they would. See the world through their eyes. Respond to challenges with their calm assurance, and make decisions as if you were already living in the abundance you desire. Trust that every action you take from this point forward will be in alignment with this prosperous version of you. Affirmations of identity. While in this visualization, speak quietly to yourself. I am the embodiment of abundance. I am worthy of all that I desire. I carry the energy of prosperity in every moment of my life. I am the person I seek to become. Let these affirmations sink deeply into your being, knowing that they are more than just words. They are the truth of who you are. Sit in silence with your new identity. After you have fully embodied this future self, sit quietly for a few moments, allowing the energy of this identity to fully integrate into your being. Feel the shift within you. You are now aligned with the energy of prosperity. Trust that this new identity will continue to guide you and shape your actions moving forward. Close with gratitude. As you finish this practice, take a deep breath and slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Thank yourself for taking the time to step into your true, abundant self. Know that from this moment forward, you will live with the quiet confidence of someone who already embodies the abundance they seek. Reflection. Assuming the identity of your future self is not a mere fantasy. It is a profound act of alignment. By stepping into the energy of the person you wish to become, you create a powerful shift within yourself. Prosperity is not about acquiring wealth. It is about embodying the energy of wealth. When you live from this place of inner alignment, the external world begins to reflect your transformation. This practice teaches you that abundance is not something you chased, it is something you become. When you embody the energy of the prosperous person you seek to be, the universe has no choice but to align with you. The power of assumed identity lies in your ability to trust that you are already worthy of all that you desire. Through quiet transformation, you step into the fullness of your being, and abundance becomes your natural state of being. Chapter 8. Energetic Multiplication. Core Principle. Amplifying abundance through energy work. In the sacred silence, energy flows freely and powerfully. This chapter uncovers the practice of energetic multiplication. How, when you align your energy with the flow of abundance, that energy multiplies, expanding and magnifying your ability to receive. Prosperity, like all things in the universe, operates on an energetic frequency, and by consciously aligning your energy, you can create a powerful multiplier effect. Energetic multiplication is the principle that, when you focus your energy on abundance and allow it to grow, the universe will respond by amplifying that energy. It is not about striving or forcing results. It is about understanding that the universe operates in perfect harmony with your energetic frequency. The more you align with the vibration of abundance, the more the universe will reflect that alignment in your life. This chapter teaches you how to amplify your abundance by consciously focusing your energy. The universe does not respond to action alone, but to the energetic frequency you carry. When you focus on your own energetic state, you are able to multiply the prosperity in your life without effort or force. Energetic multiplication is a sacred practice of intention and focus. By aligning with the frequency of abundance, you tap into a greater source of power that multiplies your efforts and brings your desires into reality. This practice teaches you that the energy you give out is always returned, magnified, and multiplied by the universe. In this practice, you will be guided through a meditation that allows you to consciously focus your energy on abundance. Through this meditation, you will learn to amplify the energy of prosperity, sending it into the universe with the intention of multiplying it. Prepare your sacred space. Find a quiet, comfortable place where you can be alone and undisturbed. Sit in a relaxed position and ensure that your space feels peaceful. You may wish to light a candle or incense to create a sacred atmosphere, signaling that this time is dedicated to energy work. Center yourself with breath. Close your eyes and take several deep breaths. Breathe in deeply through your nose, allowing your lungs to fill with air. Hold the breath for a moment, then slowly exhale, releasing any tension. Continue this deep breathing for a few minutes, allowing your body and mind to settle into the present moment. Visualize the energy of abundance. Imagine that within you is a wellspring of energy, a glowing light that represents your own inner abundance. See this light grow brighter with each breath. It is the energy of prosperity, the frequency of abundance. As you focus on this light, feel it begin to grow, expanding outward with each breath, filling your entire being with its radiant energy. Send out your energy as you continue to breathe. Visualize this abundant energy flowing out of you and into the universe. See it ripple out like waves in water, reaching far and wide. Feel the energy multiply as it expands, becoming stronger, brighter, and more powerful with each passing moment. Know that as you send this energy into the universe, it is being magnified and multiplied by the cosmic forces. Affirmations of multiplication. As you continue to visualize this amplification, silently repeat the following affirmations. My abundance grows with each breath. The energy I send out is multiplied and returned to me. I am in alignment with the infinite flow of prosperity. My energy is a magnet for wealth and abundance. Allow these words to resonate deeply within you, affirming that the energy you are sending out is already returning to you, magnified. Feel the expansion. As you focus on the energy of abundance, feel it expanding further, beyond your physical body, reaching out into the universe. Feel the energy connecting with the greater flow of the universe, knowing that it is already multiplying in ways you cannot yet see. Trust that this energy will return to you in abundance at the right time. Sit in silence with the expanded energy. After several minutes of this amplification, sit quietly, allowing the energy to settle and integrate within you. Feel the presence of prosperity around you, knowing that the energy you have sent out is already multiplying. Trust that the universe is working in harmony with your intention. Close the practice with gratitude. When you are ready, take a deep breath and slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Open your eyes and take a moment to express gratitude for the energy you have worked with. Thank the universe for the multiplication of your prosperity and trust that it is already in the process of returning to you. Reflection. Energetic multiplication is the understanding that prosperity is not limited by external circumstances. It is limited only by the energy you project. When you focus on the energy of abundance, when you align with its frequency, the universe responds by amplifying that energy. The more you focus on the energy of wealth, the more you draw it to you. This practice teaches you that prosperity is not a matter of effort alone. It is a matter of alignment. When you align your energy with abundance, that energy multiplies and returns to you in ways that are beyond your expectations. The universe is always ready to amplify your efforts. Sit simply asks that you align with the frequency of prosperity. As you practice this principle, you will notice that abundance becomes not just something you seek, but something you effortlessly attract. The universe will multiply your efforts and bring your desires into being, expanding your life in ways that feel natural, peaceful, and effortless. Chapter 9. Protection from external doubt. Core principle. Shielding your prosperity. The journey to prosperity is not without its challenges. Among the most insidious obstacles is the external doubt, the skepticism, negativity, and naysayers that seek to disrupt your peace and alignment with abundance. This chapter reveals how to protect your energy and your prosperity from the forces of doubt that may come from the outside world. External doubt can manifest in many forms: the opinions of others, societal beliefs about money, or the subtle discouragement that arises when others do not understand your path. These external forces have the potential to weaken your energy, slow your progress, and cause you to question your own worth and abilities. However, when you learn to protect your energy, you can shield yourself from these influences and maintain your alignment with the flow of prosperity. Protection from external doubt is not about fighting or resisting it. It's about creating a sacred boundary around your energy. It is the practice of maintaining a strong and centered state, no matter what is happening outside of you. When you cultivate inner strength, trust in your path, and honor your truth, the doubt of others cannot affect you. This chapter teaches you how to build an energetic shield, a force field of light and intention that keeps your inner peace and abundance safe from the negativity around you. Through this practice, you will learn to stand firm in your own truth, allowing your prosperity to grow unimpeded by the doubts and fears of others. In this practice, you will be guided through a meditation to create an energetic shield that protects your prosperity from external doubt and negativity. This shield is a tool of energetic defense, helping you maintain alignment with abundance and stay true to your path. Prepare your sacred space. Choose a quiet, peaceful space where you can be undisturbed. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Allow yourself to relax and enter a state of calm awareness, letting go of the distractions of the world. Center yourself with breath. Focus on your breath as you inhale deeply through your nose, holding for a moment, and then exhaling slowly. With each breath, feel yourself becoming more centered, more grounded in the present moment. Allow the energy of your breath to fill your body, creating a sense of calm and peace within. Visualize a shield of light. Now, imagine a bright, glowing light surrounding you. See this light as a shield, its energy strong, protective, and radiant. It begins at your feet, rising up around you, forming a sphere of light that envelops your entire body. This shield is impenetrable, made of pure light, and it reflects all negativity away from you. Affirm your protection. As you visualize this shield, silently affirm to yourself, I am protected by the light of abundance. My energy is safe from doubt, negativity, and fear. I stand strong in my truth, and nothing can disturb my alignment with prosperity. Allow these affirmations to deepen the feeling of protection, strengthening your shield with each breath. Feel the power of the shield. Feel the energy of the shield surrounding you, radiating outward and pushing away any negative influences or doubts that may try to enter your space. With each breath, the shield becomes more powerful and impenetrable. Trust that this shield is protecting your prosperity, keeping your energy aligned with abundance and peace. Trust the shield. Sit quietly for a few moments, allowing yourself to fully absorb the energy of the shield. Know that this shield will remain with you, protecting your energy and your prosperity whenever you need it. Trust that it will guard your path from the doubts and fears of others, and keep your vibration aligned with abundance. Close the practice with gratitude. When you are ready to end the practice, slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Take a deep breath and gently open your eyes. Thank yourself for taking the time to protect your energy and reaffirm your alignment with abundance. Know that your shield is always available to you, ready to protect and empower you at any time. Reflection. The protection of your prosperity is essential for its growth. External doubt can disrupt your flow, but when you create an energetic shield, you protect your peace, your energy, and your path. This shield is not about isolating yourself from the world, but about maintaining a strong center within, no matter what is happening around you. When you are protected from external doubt, you create the space for your prosperity to grow. Your energy remains clear, aligned, and open to the flow of abundance. By trusting in this shield of light, you step into the full power of your truth, allowing the universe to manifest your desires without interference. Protection from external doubt is a reminder that you are the keeper of your own energy. The more you practice this protection, the stronger and more resilient you become. Prosperity is yours to claim, and nothing can take it from you when you stand firm in your truth and honor the energy you carry. Chapter 10. Integrating Prosperity Rituals into Daily Life. The most powerful rituals are those that become part of your everyday life. In this chapter, you will learn how to integrate the principles of silent abundance into your daily routines, allowing prosperity to flow naturally and effortlessly through every aspect of your life. When prosperity is not something separate from your day-to-day existence, but rather an integral part of it, abundance becomes not a destination, but a way of living. True abundance is not about sporadic actions or grand gestures. It is about consistency and alignment. When you infuse your daily life with the energy of prosperity, you create a constant flow of abundance. Every moment becomes an opportunity to align with your desires, to focus your energy on growth and prosperity, and to act in harmony with the universe's flow. This chapter teaches you how to make prosperity a part of your routine, not through force or effort, but through subtle, intentional actions that reinforce your alignment with abundance. Prosperity is woven into the fabric of your life, showing up in the simplest moments, whether in how you start your day, how you respond to challenges, or how you honor your own worth. The goal is to create rituals that fit seamlessly into your life, so that prosperity becomes as natural as breathing. These small, quiet practices will compound over time, amplifying your connection to abundance and reinforcing the flow of wealth and purpose. This practice will guide you through simple ways to integrate prosperity rituals into your everyday life, creating consistent, gentle reminders of the abundance you seek. The key is to make these rituals so natural and seamless that they become an automatic part of your daily experience. Morning Alignment Ritual. Every morning, before you begin your day, take a few moments to center yourself. Upon waking, sit in silence for a minute or two. Focus on your breath and feel the presence of abundance within you. As you inhale, feel yourself aligned with the flow of prosperity. As you exhale, Release any tension or doubt that may arise. Before rising, say to yourself, "Today, I move in alignment with abundance. Everything I need flows to me with ease." This simple ritual aligns your energy with prosperity before you begin your day, setting the tone for all that follows. Affirmations throughout the day. As you go about your daily tasks, use simple affirmations to keep your energy aligned with abundance. Whether you are working, interacting with others, or simply moving through your day, repeat affirmations such as, "I am worthy of all the abundance the universe offers me. I trust in the flow of prosperity that surrounds me." Let these words become woven into the fabric of your day, serving as gentle reminders of your inner wealth. Gratitude practice. Every evening, take time to reflect on the day and express gratitude for all the abundance you received, no matter how small it may seem. Gratitude amplifies your connection to prosperity, creating space for more to flow into your life. At the end of the day, sit in silence for a moment and mentally or verbally list 3 things you are grateful for. These can be simple or significant, but the key is to truly feel the gratitude. This practice reinforces your relationship with abundance, allowing it to multiply in your life. Mindful giving. Throughout your day, practice mindful, silent giving. This does not need to be grand or visible to others. It is the small, quiet acts of kindness and generosity that make the difference. Whether you hold the door open for someone, offer a smile, or share something from your heart, each act of giving connects you with the flow of abundance. Before performing any act of giving, silently say to yourself, "I give freely, without expectation." And in the spirit of abundance, reaffirm your worth. At any moment during the day, especially when faced with challenges or doubts, pause and silently reaffirm your worth. Say to yourself, "I am deserving of all that I seek. Abundance is my birthright." This practice strengthens your self-identity as someone worthy of prosperity, helping to shield you from negative influences and reinforce your connection to wealth. Evening reflection and release. At the end of your day, take time to reflect on any challenges or negative thoughts that may have arisen. In this moment, you can choose to release them. Sit in quiet reflection and mentally release any negativity. Imagine it dissolving into the universe, allowing peace and prosperity to fill the space. Affirm, "I release all doubt and welcome the flow of abundance into my life." Create sacred space in your environment throughout the day. Make your environment a reflection of the abundance you seek. This might mean tidying up, adding elements to your space that make you feel abundant, such as plants, candles, or symbols of wealth, or simply creating a peaceful, calm atmosphere. Your external environment can mirror your inner prosperity, making it easier for abundance to flow in. Reflection. When prosperity becomes a seamless part of your daily life, it ceases to be something you strive for it. It's simply the natural state of your existence. Through the consistent integration of these small, quiet rituals, you begin to align your life with the flow of abundance in ways that feel effortless and natural. The key to integrating prosperity into daily life is consistency. The more you practice these rituals, the more you reinforce your connection to the abundance that is already within you. Prosperity is not a distant goal to be achieved, it's the way you live. By making prosperity a constant, natural part of your life, you create the space for it to multiply and flourish. These practices do not require effort. They simply require your attention, your intention, and your trust in the process. As you continue to weave these rituals into your daily life, you will find that abundance flows to you with ease, and prosperity becomes not just a goal, but a way of being. Chapter 11. Legacy and Sacred Transmission. Abundance is not merely for the self, it is meant to be shared, passed down, and transmitted to others. This chapter teaches the sacred art of transmitting prosperity through legacy. Just as you have learned to align yourself with the flow of abundance, you are called to pass these teachings on, to share the wisdom you have gained, and to plant the seeds of abundance in the lives of others. The transmission of prosperity is not just about material wealth. It is about passing on the energy, wisdom, and practices that allow others to connect with their own divine flow of abundance. When you give someone the gift of this knowledge, you are extending the flow of prosperity into future generations, creating a ripple effect that will continue long after you are gone. Legacy is an essential aspect of true abundance. Prosperity that is held only for the self is not truly prosperous. It is when we share our abundance, whether through teachings, wisdom, or material gifts, that we tap into the full power of the universe. This chapter invites you to become a vessel of sacred transmission, sharing what you have received with those around you. By creating a legacy of abundance, you align with the eternal flow of prosperity, ensuring that your energy of wealth continues to multiply long into the future. Your actions today, your quiet transmission of abundance, can change the course of someone's life, allowing them to step into their own prosperity. In this practice, you will be guided to create your own sacred transmission of prosperity. This practice is an intentional act of sharing the abundance you have cultivated, whether through teaching, gifting, or simply offering wisdom. The act of transmission is a powerful ritual that amplifies your connection to the flow of abundance and helps you extend that flow to others. Prepare a sacred space for giving. Choose a quiet space where you can reflect on the idea of legacy. This can be a room in your home, a place in nature, or any space that feels sacred to you. Allow yourself to sit quietly and reflect on the abundance you have received and the gifts you are meant to share with others. Reflect on the gifts you have received. Begin by taking a few moments to reflect on the prosperity you have cultivated in your life. These gifts may not always be material. They may be wisdom, strength, peace, or understanding. Think about the abundance that you have experienced, both large and small, and feel gratitude for each of these blessings. Consider who you will transmit prosperity to. Think about someone in your life who could benefit from the wisdom, energy, or material abundance you have. This person may be a family member, a friend, a colleague, or even someone you do not know personally. You may feel called to offer a gift, share a teaching, or simply offer your presence in a way that supports their journey toward abundance. Create a legacy offering. Decide what you will offer to this person, whether it is a material gift, a piece of wisdom, a skill, or your time. The key is to give from the heart, with no expectation of return. This is a sacred offering, given freely, to help another align with the flow of prosperity. Send your energy to the recipient. Before you make the offering, sit quietly for a moment and connect with the person you intend to give to. Whether they are present or not, visualize them receiving your gift. See them accepting it with gratitude, their energy aligning with abundance, their life transformed by the prosperity you are transmitting. Give the offering with intention. As you offer the gift, whether physical, energetic, or emotional, do so with reverence. As you present it, silently say, "May this gift create abundance and peace in your life. May you be aligned with the flow of prosperity, and may it multiply in your life as it has in mine." Offer this transmission with the full awareness that you are planting seeds of abundance that will grow and multiply. Sit in silence and reflect on the transmission. After you have made the offering, take a moment to sit in silence. Reflect on the impact of your transmission, knowing that it will ripple out into the world. Trust that the prosperity you have shared will continue to grow in both your life and the life of the recipient. End with gratitude and reflection on legacy. Close this practice by reflecting on the idea of legacy. Understand that this transmission is not just about giving it, it's about creating a continuous flow of prosperity. You are part of a larger cycle, and your actions today create ripples that will last far beyond your lifetime. Feel gratitude for the opportunity to share, knowing that the energy of prosperity is now multiplied. Reflection: the transmission of prosperity is a sacred act of sharing the abundance you have received. It is an act of faith, knowing that by giving, you create space for more to flow into your life and the lives of others. When you offer your abundance to others, you align with the eternal flow of prosperity, becoming both a receiver and a giver in the divine cycle. Legacy is the bridge between the past and the future. Through the transmission of prosperity, you are not only changing someone's life today, but you are planting seeds for generations to come. This act of sacred giving allows the flow of abundance to continue, creating a legacy that will multiply in silence for eternity. By transmitting your prosperity, You ensure that your energy of wealth extends beyond your own lifetime, creating a lasting impact on the world. Through this act, you participate in the sacred, infinite flow of abundance that connects all beings and all times. Chapter 12. The Hidden Garden of Prosperity. Abundance, like a hidden garden, grows in silence. This chapter teaches you that prosperity is not always visible at first. Just as a garden begins underground, in the quiet of the soil, your desires and efforts take root in unseen spaces before they bloom into visible abundance. The growth of prosperity, like the growth of a garden, often occurs in hidden realms, beyond the reach of immediate observation. In the world, we are taught to focus on the visible results, the flowers, the fruits, the wealth that can be seen. But true prosperity often begins in the unseen spaces within the mind, the heart, and the soul. It is in the silence of your intentions, your thoughts, and your energy that prosperity begins to grow. And, much like a garden, it takes time, patience, and care. This chapter invites you to trust the unseen growth of your abundance. The efforts you make in silence, whether in thought, energy work, or personal transformation are all silently cultivating the prosperity you seek. Just because you cannot see the fruits of your labor immediately does not mean they are not growing. Prosperity is like a garden that is slowly taking root, preparing for its eventual bloom. The key is to trust in the process, to continue nurturing your desires in silence, knowing that the growth is happening just beneath the surface. With time and patience, your inner garden of abundance will blossom into the physical wealth and success you desire. In this practice, you will be guided to visualize your prosperity as a hidden garden, growing silently and steadily beneath the surface. This meditation will help you trust in the unseen growth of your desires, allowing you to focus on nurturing your intentions with patience and faith. Prepare your sacred space. Find a quiet, peaceful space where you can sit comfortably and undisturbed. Ensure that the space feels sacred to you, whether through lighting a candle, playing soft music, or simply creating a calm, reflective atmosphere. Center yourself with breath. Close your eyes and begin to take slow, deep breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, filling your lungs, and exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing any tension. Allow each breath to bring you into the present moment, letting go of any thoughts or distractions. Visualize the garden. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a beautiful, peaceful garden. This garden is hidden beneath the surface of the earth, unseen by the outside world. In your mind, you can see the rich soil, the roots of plants beginning to take hold, and the tiny seeds of abundance that you have planted. See the unseen growth. As you focus on the garden, imagine the seeds of your desires, whether they are financial, emotional, or spiritual, slowly taking root in the soil. See the roots growing deep into the earth, drawing from the abundant energy of the universe. While nothing may be visible yet, feel the growth happening in the quiet space of the garden. Trust that your desires are being nurtured, even though they are hidden from view. Affirmations of trust and patience. As you continue to visualize the growth of your garden, silently affirm, "Though I cannot see the results yet, I trust that my desires are growing. I am patient, knowing that the garden of my prosperity is unfolding in perfect time." Feel the peace of knowing that your efforts are being nurtured in the unseen realms. Trust that every thought, every action, every silent effort is contributing to the growth of your abundance. Feel the abundance growing as you continue to hold this visualization. Imagine the energy of your desires growing stronger and more vibrant beneath the surface. Even though you cannot see the flowers or the fruits, feel the quiet, steady expansion of abundance in your life. Know that the universe is working in its own time, nurturing your desires into reality. Sit in silence with the garden. When you are ready to close the practice, take a deep breath and slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Open your eyes and silently express gratitude for the hidden growth of your prosperity. Trust that your efforts are being recognized and that your abundance is already on its way, unfolding in its own time. Reflection. The hidden garden of prosperity is a reminder that growth often takes place in silence and in secret. When you focus on nurturing your desires, even when you cannot see their immediate results, you are participating in the quiet, unseen process of manifestation. Trust that everything you are doing, whether through thought, energy, work, or intention, is contributing to the unseen growth of your abundance. Just as a garden grows silently beneath the soil, so too does your prosperity grow in the hidden spaces. In time, the fruits of your labor will appear, and when they do, they will be the result of all the quiet, unseen work that has taken place. Trust in the process, and know that the garden of your abundance is always growing, even when you cannot see it. As you continue to nurture this hidden garden with patience and faith, you will soon see the blossoms of your prosperity manifest in your life, just as a garden eventually reveals its flowers after the quiet, patient work of the seasons. Chapter 13. The Alchemy of Silence. Silence is not merely the absence of noise, it is the alchemical vessel in which all transformation occurs. This chapter reveals the sacred alchemy of silence, showing you how to transmute your inner energy into prosperity. Just as alchemists once sought to turn base metals into gold, you, too, can use the power of silence to transform your thoughts, emotions, and actions into the wealth and abundance you seek. In alchemy, the transformation occurs in secret, unseen spaces. The work is subtle, quiet, and requires patience. The same is true for the alchemy of silence. The most powerful shifts in your life are often those that happen quietly, beneath the surface, where your thoughts and intentions are reshaped into something greater. Silence is the crucible in which you refine your energy, aligning it with your highest desires. This chapter invites you to embrace the alchemical power of silence, recognizing that transformation occurs in the quiet moments of intention and focus. Prosperity is not something you force into being through outward action. It is something that is created in the stillness of your mind, body, and soul. By entering into silence, you allow the universe to transmute your desires into tangible reality. Through the alchemy of silence, you will learn to transform your energy into a pure, focused force that can manifest prosperity in your life. This practice requires trust and patience, but when you work with the power of silence, transformation becomes inevitable. In this practice, you will engage in a meditation that helps you use silence as a tool for inner transformation. This meditation will guide you in the alchemical process of transmuting your thoughts and energy into the gold of prosperity. Prepare your sacred space. Find a quiet, peaceful place where you will not be disturbed. Sit comfortably and ensure that your space feels sacred to you. You may choose to light a candle or burn incense to create a calm, focused atmosphere. Center yourself with breath. Close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, holding for a moment, and then exhale slowly. Allow your breath to center you in the present moment, bringing your awareness to your body and calming your mind. Visualize the alchemical process. Imagine yourself as an alchemist, standing before a cauldron filled with the base metals of your thoughts, emotions, and desires. These metals represent everything that you wish to transform, whether they are fears, doubts, or limiting beliefs. See these base metals as raw material, ready to be refined. Enter the silence of transformation. In the quiet of your being, focus on the process of transformation. Feel the heat of the alchemical fire, which is the energy of your intention and silence. As you sit in the stillness, see the base metals in the cauldron begin to melt, transforming into pure, radiant gold. This gold represents your desires, now refined and focused through the power of silence. Allow yourself to feel the deep transformation occurring within you. Trust that in this silence, you are transmuting your thoughts and energy into the prosperity you seek. Affirmations of alchemy. As you continue to visualize this transformation, silently repeat the following affirmations. I am the alchemist of my own prosperity. In the silence, my desires are transformed. My energy is transmuted into pure abundance. I trust in the alchemical process of transformation. Feel the power of these words as they become a part of your being, aligning you with the transformation that is taking place in the silence. Feel the gold of prosperity. As the transformation completes, feel the gold of prosperity filling your being. Know that this gold is now a part of you, your desires, your energy, your actions, all aligned with abundance. The transformation is complete, and the wealth you seek is now within you, ready to be expressed in the world. Sit in silence with the transformation. After the visualization, sit quietly for a few moments, allowing the transformation to settle within you. Feel the quiet confidence that comes with knowing that you have transmuted your energy into something greater. Trust that this transformation will manifest in your life in perfect time. Close the practice with gratitude. When you are ready, take a deep breath and slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Open your eyes and silently express gratitude for the alchemical process that has taken place within you. Trust that you are now aligned with the energy of prosperity, and that the universe is working in harmony with you to bring your desires into being. Reflection. The alchemy of silence teaches us that true transformation does not always require action. It requires alignment. Just as the alchemist works in the quiet, hidden spaces of their laboratory, so too do you work in the silent realms of your mind and spirit to transform your energy. In the silence, you refine your desires, transmute your energy, and create the space for prosperity to manifest. Transformation is not always immediate or visible, but like alchemy, it is always occurring beneath the surface. When you embrace the power of silence, you become the alchemist of your own life. You transmute your thoughts, emotions, and actions into the gold of prosperity, trusting that the universe is always working with you to bring your desires to fruition. Through this practice, you will come to understand that prosperity is not something you need to chase. It is something that is already within you, waiting to be transmuted into reality through the quiet, focused energy of your being. In the alchemical silence, all things are possible. Chapter 14. The infinite flow of abundance. Abundance is not finite. It does not have limits, nor is it something that can be exhausted. This chapter reveals the infinite flow of prosperity, the understanding that wealth, success, and fulfillment are endless, available to all who align with their flow. Prosperity is a continuous, ever-expanding current that flows throughout the universe, and by aligning with this flow, you open yourself to a limitless supply of abundance. The belief in scarcity, the idea that there is not enough for everyone, binds you to a limited mindset. In this chapter, you will learn to release this belief and step into the truth that abundance is infinite. Just as a river never runs dry, the flow of prosperity is constant and endless, always available to those who are willing to receive it. This chapter invites you to trust in the infinite nature of prosperity, to release any doubts of scarcity, and to recognize that there is always more than enough. You are not limited by your circumstances, by the opinions of others, or by the physical world. The abundance you seek is boundless, and when you align with its flow, it becomes an endless source of wealth and fulfillment in your life. By embracing the infinite flow of abundance, you learn to live without fear of lack. You become a vessel through which prosperity flows, unimpeded and ever expanding. Prosperity is not a destination. It is a continuous journey, and you are always in the flow. In this practice, you will be guided to connect with the infinite flow of abundance. This meditation will help you release any beliefs in scarcity and step into the boundless nature of prosperity. You will learn to align your energy with the ever-flowing current of abundance that is always available to you. Prepare your sacred space. Find a quiet, comfortable space where you can sit undisturbed. Ensure that the space feels peaceful, as this is a time for deep connection with the infinite flow of the universe. Center yourself with breath. Close your eyes and take several slow, deep breaths. With each inhale, feel your body relax. With each exhale, release any tension or doubts. Let go of the external world and focus inward, bringing your awareness to your breath and the present moment. Visualize the infinite flow. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a vast river, an infinite, flowing source of water. This river represents the infinite flow of abundance, constantly moving, never running dry. See the water flowing freely, moving without restriction, carrying with it all the wealth, opportunities, and fulfillment that you desire. Feel the energy of the river, its endless flow, its constant movement. Know that this flow is always available to you, just as the river never runs out of water. Step into the river of abundance. Visualize yourself stepping into the river, feeling the cool, refreshing water flow around you. As you stand in the river, you become one with its flow, allowing the abundance of the universe to flow through you. Feel the energy of prosperity moving freely through your body, aligning you with the infinite current of wealth and opportunity. Affirmations of infinite abundance. While standing in the river, silently repeat the following affirmations. Abundance is infinite and always flowing to me. I am one with the endless flow of prosperity. There is more than enough for me, and I receive it with open arms. As you speak these words, feel the energy of the infinite flow deep within you, knowing that it is available to you at all times. Feel the boundlessness of prosperity. As you stand in the river, allow yourself to feel the boundlessness of prosperity. Know that the flow of abundance is infinite, cannot be exhausted, and it is always available to you. Feel the freedom that comes with knowing that you are not limited by circumstances or external forces. You are a vessel for the endless flow of prosperity. Sit in silence with the flow. After several minutes, sit quietly and allow yourself to absorb the energy of the river. Feel the flow of abundance filling you, knowing that it will continue to move through you as long as you stay aligned with its current. Trust that this flow is ever present and that you are always in the right place at the right time to receive it. Close the practice with gratitude. When you are ready, take a deep breath and slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Open your eyes and express gratitude for the infinite flow of abundance. Thank the universe for the endless supply of wealth, love, and fulfillment that is always available to you. Trust that you are always connected to this flow and that it will continue to bring you all that you desire. Reflection. The infinite flow of abundance teaches us that prosperity is not something we need to chase or fight for. It is a natural, ever-flowing current that is always available to those who align with its energy. When you release the belief in scarcity and step into the truth of abundance, you become a vessel through which prosperity flows freely. This flow is constant, never-ending, and full of possibility. You are never limited by external circumstances because the source of your prosperity is infinite. By connecting with this flow, you allow the universe to bring you everything you need, in perfect timing and in ways that exceed your expectations. As you continue to align with the infinite flow of abundance, you will find that prosperity becomes a natural part of your life. It is no longer something you seek, it is something you live, constantly moving with the flow of the universe. Chapter 15. The Return to Silence. After traveling through the many facets of prosperity, there comes a time to return to the source, silent, still, and whole. This final chapter is a gentle return to the sacred silence from which all abundance springs. Just as a river eventually returns to the sea, all prosperity, growth, and manifestation are rooted in the quiet of your being. This chapter reminds you that while abundance flows outward, it is born in silence. The journey of prosperity does not end in the pursuit of wealth or the striving for success. It ends in a return to peace, to the center of your being, where all desires are fulfilled, not by external means, but by alignment with the source of all that is. When you return to silence, you return to your true nature, a state of pure potential, abundance, and peace. In this return to silence, you are not surrendering to a lack of action. Rather, you are embracing the full power of stillness. This is the quiet space where all things are created and all things are made whole. By returning to silence, you release all attachment to outcomes and allow the universe to work in perfect harmony with your intentions. The practice of returning to silence is the culmination of all the rituals and teachings in this audiobook. It is a closing ceremony, a final alignment with the abundance that has always been present within you. In silence, you find the peace that allows prosperity to continue flowing through your life. Ritual practice. The final silence meditation. In this practice, you will be guided to return to the source of all abundance. the stillness within. This meditation will help you release all attachments and return to the quiet power that lies within you, allowing prosperity to continue flowing without effort or force. Prepare your sacred space. Find a quiet and sacred space where you will not be disturbed. Sit comfortably and ensure that the environment is peaceful. You may wish to dim the lights or light a candle to signify that this time is dedicated to returning to your center. Center yourself with breath. Close your eyes and take several deep breaths. Inhale slowly through your nose, filling your lungs completely, and exhale gently through your mouth, releasing any tension or distractions. Let the rhythm of your breath guide you deeper into the present moment, preparing your mind and body for stillness. Visualize the silence. Imagine yourself surrounded by an infinite expanse of pure silence. This silence is not empty or hollow. It is full of potential, peace, and abundance. Feel the depth of this silence, knowing that it is the source of all creation. See yourself sinking into this silence, like a seed returning to the soil, resting in the quiet embrace of the universe. There is no effort required. You simply allow yourself to merge with the stillness. Release all attachments. As you sit in the silence, allow any thoughts, worries, or desires to fade away. Trust that in this moment, there is nothing you need to do or achieve. You are enough, just as you are. Let go of all attachments to outcomes, knowing that all is unfolding perfectly. Feel a sense of deep peace, knowing that you are aligned with the flow of abundance, not through effort or force, but through the quiet acceptance of what is. Affirmations of peace and alignment. While in this deep silence, silently repeat the following affirmations. I return to the silence where all abundance flows. I release all attachment and trust in the process. I am at peace, and in this peace, all things are made whole. Let these words sink deeply into your being, anchoring you in the truth that prosperity is already yours, not through striving, but through alignment with your true self. Feel the peace of alignment. As you sit in the silence, allow yourself to feel the deep peace that comes with knowing that all is well. There is nothing to seek, nothing to chase, only the quiet knowing that prosperity is already flowing through you. In this moment, feel the abundance of the universe surrounding you, knowing that you are always in the right place at the right time. Sit in silence for as long as you need. Remain in this silence for as long as you feel called to do so. Let your mind and body rest in the stillness, trusting that this peace is the foundation of all abundance. Know that by returning to silence, you are reconnecting with the source from which all things arise. Close the practice with gratitude. When you feel complete, slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Take a deep breath, open your eyes, and feel a deep sense of gratitude for the peace and prosperity that is already within you. Trust that this silence is always available to you, and that it is the source of all abundance in your life. Reflection. The return to silence is the culmination of your journey. In silence, you are reminded that all prosperity begins, grows, and multiplies from within. It is not in the external hustle or the noise of the world that abundance is found, but in the quiet space of your soul, where all things are created. As you continue your journey, remember that the abundance you seek is always available to you, not through effort, but through alignment with the silence within. The peace you find in silence is not the end of your journey, it's the source from which all future abundance flows. This final return to silence is a reminder that prosperity is not something outside of you, it is the very essence of who you are. In this silence, all things are possible. Trust in the stillness, for it is in this sacred space that all your desires are already fulfilled.